Author dispatch to myself and 2 others continuing 10-12 partner patrol. Also be advised, going to need a tow truck in the back area of the PDG parking lot for a yellow hatchback abandoned.
Yeah, let's try it. Overseeing the whole department and making sure all of my vested and scarf are doing what they're supposed to do and following proper RP standards and protocols. Yes, sir. I actually been taking time out of my day lately, like with our cadet Freddie Gamer there. Well, not cadet, unbadged Freddie Gamer there. It took me about 2.5 hours to do his RP Academy, but I was patient with him. Leadership is somebody that's willing to lead a department in greatness and positive manner within the community, and make sure that everybody's following proper RP. So when it comes to leadership, leadership is based on character. It's not based on the person. Leadership is earned. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta fight for what you want and, really want it in order to get it. Um, and authority is basically chain of command. Like if chain of command tells you to do something, you're being authorized due to disciplinary action to whatever you did. What are the expectations? To run, basically be in a department or run your own department, oversee the department, make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to. Help out with RP Academy, like if nobody else is available, like you said. And make sure everybody's properly utilizing macros the way that they should be. Yes, sir. And that's why I feel like if I were to become a major general, and if I see anybody slash flobby I want to retire, I would pull said individual aside, talk to him a little bit, and kind of more so persuade them to stay within the department so they can fulfill greatness in their RP journey. Um, no matter if you're Major General LTG, accountability always comes and falls. You got to take accountability for your actions. So if you're not, hypothetically speaking, I get the MG spot and Chief goes, "Hey, Getcha's not really as active anymore." He has to take accountability for this. He's gonna get a rep. You know what I mean? That's basically like a little kind of like a little scenario hypothetically. Um, I would take the rep and be accountable for not being active as much. Accountability is basically you accepting what you did wrong, no matter the rank. Doesn't change, authority behind it. Accountability is critical because a department with no accountability is in the department because every officer in this department has to be accountable for whatever actions that they do. And I feel like it's critical because not a lot of people take accountability for their actions. So, um, yeah, I actually had an idea about that. I was gonna pull Chief to the side and ask him, but since you're here, I'll talk about it after. Let's not get off topic. Um, at first, I would, you said how would I address it? Like, how would I handle it? Request body cams from both parties of the situation and review that body cam and go based off of the body cam. But if I'm caught them actively doing it and it's on my body cam, yeah, I'm sending it straight up to the chain of command and I'm going to issue a reprimand. You said, how would I be sure that RP quality remains high among the command staff? To me, I would actually do it in both in the game and Discord. I would post on Discord, and whenever I want people to get active, you know what I mean. And even so, I would if I see a bunch of people just standing around in the PDG dancing and stuff, I'm gonna just come down and be like, hey, go outside. There's a lot of city to patrol. There's a lot of people on. Let's get some suspects. What is my approach to mentoring lower ranking supervisors? My approach is being patient with them, trying to, also hearing out what they have to say as well, because both parties should be heard. Um, and how I would, manage it. To be honest, I would just do some trainings with them. If they feel like they need a little pinpoint, extra on something, I would just, pull him to the side, like, hey, remember what you're talking to me about? You want to train, like hypothetically speak, taser train. He says you want to get better with his taser. Okay, so let's go into the gym and do utilize that taser macro and start tasing each other so you can get better. Train a lot of people. Rather than that, take a lot of people out on ride-alongs to make sure everybody's following directions. Basically being a, just basically being a supervisor, make sure everybody's following directions while overseeing the whole department, and also trying to watch the major general so I could level up in the department. In the past week, about 48 hours. Past 2 days, I've been on and active. You know, willing to help RP Academy and everything. Like last night and early this morning. De-escalation. Always want to de-escalate things. So if come, I've been doing a good job at it actually. I've been actually trying to engage with the community RP scene. With people like last night. Mr. Johnson. I was trying to RPC with Mr. Harvey and Aura Black and a couple other people, and he just kind of like destroyed the whole RP scene. Um, Being active more, and because I was active a lot before, but I've been working. Um, being active more and de-escalation. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, my phone went in and out. Can you repeat that, sir? What separates a command member, like a scarf, and from a major general? Is that your question? Oh, because even as average in the command, you still have authority, but a major general has more authority over you because they are your boss. Like you guys are our bosses, and I think LTGs are MG bosses or something. Okay, this is kind of the only one I'm having problems with. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, just give me a minute. I'm gonna think on that. True. Yes, sir. Understood and absolutely. How would I motivate them? I would, you know, how I motivate them is basically I would give them a little bit of my story. Like, I started off as you. I was the unbadged as well. I wasn't active as much, and then I came back and I leveled up to a scarf. It's not really the inactive part I'm not really understanding because if they're inactive, sir, like no disrespect, they're just inactive. You know what I mean? Can't really motivate a inactive person. Okay, so to my perspective, yeah, I'm understanding it now. I keep I misunderstood the last two questions. I'm sorry, sir. I'm fucking nervous. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. What will qualify me? I take accountability for my actions. I'm more engaging now with the community and PD as well. Been taking a lot of people out on ride-alongs lately, making sure everybody, following rules, like especially with the unbadged. I've been taking out a lot of unbadged lately, trying to teach them the ropes. Yes, sir. With confidence and and with honor. Professionalism, good communication, and been working on de-escalation, but we're getting there. But de-escalation as well. Oh, I would just simply just keep my mouth shut and just do my job. Whatever chief says goes, and he's the highest of the highest. Um, I'm not sure how that works, but he's the chief of police, so he runs this whole department. So if he says something, just kind of goes, man. You gotta accept it. doing good as a colonel for about what I would say like the past 2 months. I don't even know how long I've been colonel, bro. But I've been colonel for a long time, man. I've been handling a lot of situations. Make sure every. Can you hear me now? My bad. It's because I'm outside. But anyways, I said because I feel like I've been engaging more with the community and the whole department and I'm professional. I'm more verbal, vocal and verbal now. I try to understand things before I just react. Basically off of every situation. About 4 or 5. RP Academy, sir. RP 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to say about so Freddie about 4 or 5. How many arrests have I made this week? About 7. I gotta go to actually. Thank you for reminding me because I gotta go through all that today and post all of them, but only one. Only one, but it hasn't finished uploading yet. Yes, sir. Otherwise, it can result in a PD6. Yes, sir. And yeah, just want to say right now, I know I'm probably not gonna get it, but no hard feelings, bro, because I was nervous as fuck. I gotta train more. Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Understood. Yes, sir. Thank you, and thank